It is finally time. I will finally lift my secrets. I will unveil, uncover the secret of my skincare routine that turned my face basically from looking like this to this. Before we start, lip of the day, this is the Kaleidos NU11 Matte Lip Cream, but I topped it off with the Half Magic Beauty, or is it just Half Magic? Half Magic Magic Drip in the shade Frosty Bitch. I love that shade name. If you remember, I had these big red spots on my face, for example, here. I had one, I think, here and here, and they were constantly inflamed, red, and bad. I had bad breakouts everywhere, and honestly, I would lie to you if I tell you that I don't have them anymore. I still have breakouts. I currently have one here, 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 here a bit, but that is completely normal. I have hormones. I get my period every 4 weekish or so, and then my skin just acts weird. It also a lot depends on the weather, on the temperature, on the whole, I don't know, not only the hormones, but in general how I feel. Am I happy? Am I not? Am I satisfied with everything? Am I not? These red dots that you were seeing, these big red spots here, these were made out of stress. I am still stressed, not gonna lie, nothing has changed in that, but I am more satisfied with the stress. I am more satisfied with the way that I am able to decide about the stress level, and the better it got, the more this just vanished on my face. There was no specific cream, nothing. I just let it heal. I have to admit also, I am a horrible skin picker. So these red spots, they were always covered with a thin layer of dry skin. You know, when you hurt yourself, for example, like here, and then you just feel that cover of skin and you can just pick it off. And that was my morning ritual. I was able to just take a side. It's getting really nasty. Take a side and then just remove it like a layer of foil on a new, like a protective foil on a new device. I was just ripping it off, and of course, it got worse. But here we are, healed with a nice smooth face. And a lot of you commented on Instagram a lot of the times how good my skin looks. I have gotten DMs from people that saw me without makeup in the Instagram stories, been like, your skin looks so good. I love how your skin looks lately. And that is a great compliment. And not only is this a great compliment for me as a person, it is just insane to see that people notice this. They notice how good the skin looks. They notice how this is changing. And I was asked to talk about my skincare a bit. So because of space reasons and logistics reasons, I will not take you with me to the bathroom. I will not wash my face with you. I will not show you everything because I have a very excessive skincare routine, so I will put screenshots somewhat here of the products. Before we start with this, and before anyone is commenting, oh my god, that's so unnecessary, oh my god, you are I don't know, you're guilty yourself because you use so much, oh my god, you could have the same with just soap and water and a cream. Shut the fuck up, Tiffany. I don't care. My skincare routine is very intense. It's very excessive, and I'm well aware of that. I'm not saying every one of you needs this. I am not saying that my skincare routine is the best. Skincare is so subjective and personal, like mascara. Just because you like a certain mascara, it 100% will not work on me because I have just different needs. I have different lashes. And so is skincare. I know that a lot of people in those skincare videos are like, this is the best for you. This is the one that you need. This you have to do. Do you know what you have to do when it comes to skincare? Try and error. That's it. Test it. Watch it, how your skin reacts. Does it get better? Does it get worse? Change things up or keep it. And for me, this was a journey that has been going on for the past 10 to 15 years. I've managed now to reach a point where I can say that this skincare routine, although it is so excessive, is what works for me. And I have 3 different ones. I have a nighttime skincare routine where just 2 steps are different depending on if I wear makeup or not. I have a morning skincare routine for makeup days and a morning skincare routine for no makeup days. Let's start with the nighttime routine. I don't know why, I feel like it makes sense. So when I'm wearing no makeup, when I'm not wearing makeup, you know what I mean, I skip the first 2 steps that I will talk about. But if I am wearing makeup, the first thing is I do remove my face makeup with the Glow Recipe Avocado Cleanser. This one, I tell you, I'm not going to lie here, this is the reason why my skin got so much better. I used to remove my face makeup with something else from the drugstore. It was a 85-cent pH neutral lotion to wash your face. And I still like this. I still use this to remove swatches. It removes makeup incredibly good. But this stuff, for whatever reason, just changed my skin. This was the reason why a lot of the breakups healed. It was the reason why a lot of these sore areas on my face just got better, the skin got smoother, and this is so good that I now have to share it with my husband. He's using now the same cleanser for his face. I have very sensitive eyes, so I do not use this or any other facial cleanser around my eye area. For my eyes, I always use a cleansing balm. I'm a big fan of those. I started with the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. That was really good. Then I switched a couple tubes to the Inky List one. But now, and that's the one I now repurchased twice, I think, or only one time. I think it's twice. The Byoma Melting Balm or the Byoma Cleansing Balm. I use this only on the eyes. I take the tiniest bit, rub it around the eyes, let it like soak in with the remaining water, and then it just washes off super duper easy. Since I do have sensitive eyes, I cannot use normal cleansers on my eye area. If it doesn't bother you, maybe you can just skip this and use your facial cleanser for the eyes. What I do not recommend to you is using only micellar water. This is not makeup removing, not deep enough. I have it here because I do have some like dry makeup wipes, and I currently use them for swatch removal or when I clean my lash curler or stuff. When I do have a lot of eye makeup on, I sometimes take a cotton pad, put some of the micellar water on, and then I just wipe it off so that the majority is gone, but I still go in with a cleanser. Now, after these 2 steps, the face is clean. I dry my face, and now I'm starting with the Anua cleansing oil. My skincare routine is inspired by Korean 10-step skincare routines, and I think I have some more. This stuff I pump into the hands, and then on the dry face I rub it in. If you want to do the very famous and viral Korean oil pulling, you basically massage that oil into your face and into certain areas like the nose or the chin or between the eyebrows, and then you massage it in like this for a whole minute, and then the whole like sebums, the blackheads, all the shit should come out. To me, this does not work really well. Like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but it just feels like this cleanser is for whatever reason doing something to my face that makes it super clean, super nice and bouncy and nice. Important, use this first on your dry face, then I take some water, emulsify it in my hand, and then I just rub it in with the water, and then it turns milky, and then I wash it off to go in with the second cleanser. You know, Korean skincare is just known for double cleansing, the Anua Pore Foam, or the foaming cleanser, that one here. This is awesome. This is really, really good for clean skin. This is insanely cleansing your face without you feeling stripped. That was my main problem with a lot of good cleansers. I felt clean afterwards, but I also, my skin, it felt so tight, it felt so dry, unbearable. With these two, nothing. Next up, I go in with a toner. The toner doesn't really matter for the nighttime routine. Currently, I'm using this Paula's Choice exfoliant one. It's nice. It makes my skin super smooth. I'm actually thinking of repurchasing this in a full size because I do have like a tiny sample that I got in a box or wherever. Next up, I'm using an essence. The essence I introduced very newly to my skincare routine. I never used it, but this Mixsoon bean essence, I hope I said the brand right, is insanely good. It is very, very thin and kind of dry feeling. I know it's weird because it's liquid, but you pat it on, let it sit for a minute, and your face instantly feels better. And then I follow with a serum. Depending on the day, I mix it up. I sometimes use a retinol serum, but at the moment I don't use retinol at all. If I do use retinol, I actually use the Inculus one because that is just as good as Paula's Choice. But currently I am switching one day to the other day between the Glow Recipe Strawberry Serum, the one with AHA, that's a really good one, and the Glow Recipe Pomegranate Firming Serum. I love them both. They have wonderful effects on the skin. That strawberry one I already repurchased once. The pomegranate one is quite new and I'm about halfway through, but I'm not sure if I will repurchase this because I feel like the effect that this gives maybe is just not for me. I like the strawberry one much better. Next step is eye cream, and I use any eye cream for the evening. I don't have a specific one. My main wish is, or what I want from an eye cream for the nighttime is, it has to be moisturizing. Currently I'm using this one from the Sephora brand. Honestly, this is a good eye cream. This is a really good eye cream. It's my third pot that I'm going through, and I paid for none of these because they're always gifts from the Sephora gold membership that I have in Germany. That's a really good one. It's so moisturizing. It feels not heavy, but it feels, I hate to say this, but it feels juicy. And now it's already time for face cream, already, come on. I'm using the Mixsoon Bean Cream. It is a beautiful cream. It's not light, it's not heavy. It's right in the middle. It feels moisturizing and I feel like my face just looks insanely good. This one also is the reason why I stopped using night masks. So before I discovered this one, I also used night masks. You know, these are very thick face creams that you apply as a mask overnight and you have to wash them off the next day. For the morning skincare routine, there is something that I think is kind of argued between skincare content creators and skincare experts. I have to say, I learned about this already 20 years ago. And I'm not even kidding when I tell you it's 20 years ago, because in my teens, I went to estheticians because I had so bad acne that they needed to cleanse my face with acids. I had really, really bad acne, and back then that esthetician already gave me this tip: don't wash your face in the morning. And I don't do it anymore. I used to do it years, but I stopped washing my face in the morning 2 years ago. I do apply water. I love to just splash my face with cold, ice cold water in the morning to just wake up. I mean, I get up at 4 a.m. I need to do something to get up. But I'm not washing my face with a cleanser. The reason behind this, your skin, and it doesn't matter if it's your face, your scalp, your skin all over the body, is producing oils, and it has its own barrier to protect you from the pollution from outside. But with those cleansers and shower gels and whatever, you are constantly destroying this barrier, so of course your skin gets more sensitive. I feel like since I have stopped using a cleanser in the morning, my skin has gotten drastically better. And with the right skincare routine, I now was able to adjust the whole look of it. But before that, before I stopped washing my face in the morning, my skin was always sensitive. It was always sore feeling. Now it's not anymore. And honestly, I think a big part of that is not washing the face in the morning. So I basically get up, I brush my teeth, I splash my face with water and then I pat it dry. And I start with toner. On my makeup days, I am using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Toner. I am very close on my second bottle to empty it. And if you think now, well, that is not a lot, Ella, it is. One bottle of these actually lasts me over a year. I don't know how people go through these so often, but I use one up each 13 to 14 months. So I already have a backup. But I love this. It's the best toner ever. Serum is very excessive. If you have ever seen my Instagram stories, I told you already about this. I mix 3 different serums, all from Glow Recipe. Glow Recipe. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not affiliated with them. I wish I was though. So if you know somebody at the Glow Recipe HQ, please hit me up with that. The first serum that I'm using is the Avocado Ceramide Toner. This one is so good. I feel like this is really skin soothing. Sometimes when I wake up because of, you know, the pillow, the rubbing, sometimes I rub my face too hard, whatever. This one calms it down. It preps and it's nice. The second serum that I'm using is actually the Strawberry Smooth serum. This is a mattifying serum. I know you can use this as primer too. To me, this is a skincare item. This is not a makeup item. And on top of that, I use the dewdrops. You might think now, why the fuck do you apply a matte primer or a matte serum and then a glowy serum? Honestly, it's the mix. The mix out of these. The strawberry one is borderline too mattifying in my opinion, while the dewdrops on certain days look too dewy. The mix is a natural skin finish that can be achieved only through Photoshop. So good. Really so good. If you never thought about mixing your serums, you totally can. Next up, I'm going into the eye cream, and there is only one eye cream that I use for makeup days, and I will die on that fucking hill. It's the Belif Eye Balm. I went through, I think, 5 or 6 jars of this at this point, and I'm currently about to empty the next one. This is like an under eye primer. Your skin feels so smooth afterwards. Outstanding. So freaking good. And do you know how I discovered this? Through a sample. I ordered from Sephora 2 years ago something, and there was a sample of this in there, and I was like, let's try it. Usually I throw them out. But this one, oh my god, I used it one time, and I went to my husband, I was like, fuck me, I need this. Please give me 35 euro. I have to buy an eye cream. It's the best. I will not stop repurchasing this. And I don't think there is an eye cream that is better than this. For moisturizer, I use the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Moisturizer. I love this so much. I don't know how many refills I already destroyed, but I'm pretty sure the one that is currently in my bathroom is the 6th. That is how much I love this. I'm also, of course, wearing sunscreen, and here again, maybe a bit excessive, but I love the finish that it gives. I mix 2 sunscreens. I mix the Supergoop Glowscreen with the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. They together in a mix, beautiful. The Glowscreen can look very Tin Manny-ish. It's intense when you apply the actually suggested amount so that you get your SPF. But when you mix it with that unseen sunscreen, again, metal versus matte turns into a beautiful satin finish. The last step of my makeup skincare routine is very unnecessary. Like a lot of these steps are, but this is probably the most unnecessary. I set my skincare. I use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist, and I set my skincare like I would set my makeup. I do 1, 2, 3 sprays of this, and I feel like this is like the last step to lock down the skincare. It's dumb, 100%, but I love the effect that it gives. And it doesn't matter how many steps you have of your skincare, as long as it works for you, then it's good. And always let your skincare sit before you go in with makeup. My skincare sits for a good 20 to 30 minutes before I touch makeup. My no makeup day skincare routine is actually really boring because what I do is I take one random toner that is somewhere around my house. Usually it's a small one that is just a tester, whatever. I then go in with a hydrating serum. That can be anything that I also have floating around. But the face cream that I use for the no makeup days is always and will probably forever be this one here from Drunk Elephant. I don't know what it is about this whipped cream. I love it so much that I am on my 3rd refill now. And yes, you can refill them. I didn't know that in the beginning, but now I know. It's really worth the price. It is $60, but honestly, this is such a good moisturizer. I can't. My sunscreen on the weekends, I am currently using either this one from the Inky List. It's a good one, but it's not my favorite. I prefer actually this one. This is the new Glow Recipe Watermelon Sunscreen Stick. That's amazing. It is so good. It is so dewy. It's a bit sticky though. It feels very, very sticky. But it is hydrating, it's dewy, and it looks beautiful outside. And it is a sunscreen in a stick, so it's easy to apply. I would not recommend applying this on top of makeup, but on no makeup days, stunning. A lot of steps, probably a lot of unnecessary steps, but you know what? As long as it works for me, or when you have a similar skincare routine, maybe with even more steps, as long as this works for you, please keep it up. Do what works for you, and as soon as something doesn't work for you, you can change it up. That's what I do too. As soon as a certain step does not work for me anymore, I will just change it up. So I hope that clears all your questions about that. If you want to know more about this topic, please let me know down below. But please beware, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a pro. I just do what feels right without research. I know I'm crazy, but I don't want to pretend that I'm a skincare expert like a lot of people do on TikTok, and that drives me nuts. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, I always say that, make sure you're subscribed, comment, like, engagement. And if you don't know what to comment, comment skincare. And if you know somebody over at the Glow Recipe HQ, please, my email is also in the description box. They should contact me. I really want to work with them. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.